day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems, no, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want, yeah, call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us, see what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us, I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man, I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man, cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders, chains on and the diamonds dancing, game on, so it's time to go, when the rain starts, I'ma let you know, name a squad that is better though than my whole team, we a pot of gold, I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team, I'ma let it go like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the...
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second and 10, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go. Six yellow. 51. Squeeze. Let him know. Yellow. On the ball. Bang, 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 bang. Single.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now this time Mahomes will throw. This is caught. Watkins. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Yellow. 43. Yellow. Check 9. Say.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco. Advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
They complete it to Hill. And he'll get blown up. Behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up there.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Shoot.
And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on.
They've got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's checking crack. Hey, gun.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
He's got me, double up. Christian, travel. SOS.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Turn up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And some room to work. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 33 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 21, 21. Here we go. Hey, go, go.
Now it's Breida. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one, and even 40 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Check 3. Check 3. Kill. Watch the safety creep.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no run. Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think
now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. But he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the kick by Butker is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though.
This is caught at the 20. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 56 yards.
21. 56. Hey, Haywood. Hey, gun. Mike 56. Mike 56. I'm here all day.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! So don't say nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Let's go, baby. Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo, just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a first and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. Garoppolo now completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Here's Garoppolo to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here's another interception. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play.
You know, has to be really happy after that play. The offensive line. To be able to create space in that situation when everything's jammed in and everyone knows you're going to run it, that's a big time play.
Yeah, because you're probably just thinking, hey, let's get to the 4 or 5 and get some breathing room, right?
That's all you're asking for. That's all your punter's asking for. Instead, he's not necessary now.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Blue Dark Porkers, Blue Dark Porkers.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Attack! 51 to Mike. There's a party now.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
43. 51 to Mike. Come on, baby. 15. Check. Lucky.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Yellow. There's a line. 15.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you. Hey, Sunday. 51. Check back.
From the gun, it's Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is hit. He's got it. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And again, it's Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He's got Watkins on the out route, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run it with Williams. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up. Are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to